U.S. President Joe Biden will speak with Russian President Vladimir Putin Thursday, the White House said, as Washington continues to work with allies on a common response to Russia's military buildup on the Ukraine border. National Security Council spokesperson Emily Horne said in a statement that Mr. Biden and Putin will discuss a range of topics, including upcoming diplomatic engagements. She said President Biden had spoken with leaders across Europe about the situation on the Ukraine border. Biden administration officials have been in touch with NATO, the European Union, and the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. Moscow has alarmed the West by massing tens of thousands of troops near Ukraine in the past 2 months, following its seizure of Ukraine's Crimea Peninsula in 2014 and its backing of separatist fighting Kiev troops in eastern Ukraine. President Biden and President Putin are likely to discuss the Iran nuclear talks when they speak Thursday, a senior Biden administration official said. Russia's envoy to the nuclear talks said Wednesday top U.S. and Russian officials for Iran have met in Vienna, and delegates on both sides said Moscow and Washington were coordinating in a bid to salvage the 2015 Iran nuclear deal. The 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or JCPOA, lifted sanctions against Iran in exchange for restrictions on its atomic activities. But Donald Trump pulled Washington out of the deal in 2018, a year after he became president. Iran later breached many of the deal's nuclear restrictions and kept pushing well beyond them. British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell was found guilty Wednesday of recruiting and grooming young girls to be sexually abused by the late American financier Jeffrey Epstein. Maxwell was convicted by a 12-person jury of 5 of the 6 counts she was facing, including the most serious charge of sex trafficking a minor. The 60-year-old daughter of the late British press baron Robert Maxwell could potentially spend the rest of her life behind bars. Sex trafficking of minors carries a maximum 40-year sentence. The lesser charges have terms of 5 or 10 years. Maxwell sat passively in the courtroom, slowly removing her mask to take sips of water as the judge read out the verdicts for each of the counts. The jury deliberated for 5 full days before coming back with a verdict in the high-profile case. Hong Kong pro-democracy media outlet Stand News shut down Wednesday. The closure came after police raided its office, froze its assets, and arrested senior staff on suspected seditious publication offenses in the latest crackdown on the city's media. The raid raises more concerns about press freedom in the former British colony, which returned to Chinese rule in 1997 with the promise that its freedoms, including a free press, would be protected. The police action prompted censure by Germany and the UN Human Rights Office, which said it was alarmed by the extremely rapid closing of the civic space and outlets for Hong Kong's civil society to speak and express themselves freely. Stand News was the most prominent remaining pro-democracy publication in Hong Kong. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken announced Wednesday the appointment of Rina Amiri as Special Envoy for Afghan Women, Girls, and Human Rights. Amiri is an Afghan-born scholar who served in the State Department under former President Barack Obama. She has spent 2 decades advising governments and the United Nations on Afghanistan issues. The appointment comes as women in the country are facing increasing oppression by the ruling Taliban following the U.S. withdrawal in August. Earlier this week, the Taliban announced that women would no longer be able to travel long distances without a male escort. Ireland became the latest country to smash its previous record number of daily COVID-19 cases Wednesday, reporting 16,428 new infections, as those requiring treatment in the hospital also began to rise, the health department said. That topped the record reported December 24th by 5,000 cases, with the fast-spreading Omicron accounting for almost all cases and making tests hard to come by.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.